Car number 82 from Wolcott, Connecticut, the New England Turf Eastport Feeds PT Watts car for Mike Christopher Jr.
I think race-wise, everything was pretty standard. The biggest thing that I think we adapted to pretty well and fairly quickly was moving shops. As you can see, we're in the original M&T shop. We've had to consolidate, so that's really the only major change that we had.
Keep an eye on that 82. I know the first week didn't go the way they wanted, but they were up front for most of that event, and they were up front for most of this event as well.
The speed was there from the beginning of the year, down the straightaway, and even talking with my spotter Marcus and other people in the pits looking at the race, like, we're lacking horsepower here. The engine builder, aka Dad, it just takes a while for him to realize it, to see it, and then say, okay, yeah, we have to make a change.
For the second time tonight and the second time in this race, Mike Christopher Jr. picks up the win in the Call Before You Dig Senators Cup.
That was a cool night. I never try to look at it as like, all right, this is that race that we always win. Just something special about that. It's a good race. It's extra distance, which is my forte, I think. We just get it done that night.
Still hot here at Stafford. Michael Christopher has done it again.
He won the Senators Cup, second place since then, and he's back in victory lane.
That second engine mid part of the year, that thing was really good. The car makes it look easy, right? The strength in having a fast race car means everything. Like, pretty much anyone can hop in a good race car and compete. Now, I think it's up to the driver to compete for wins. Oh, it's the best when you have a great race car.
Oh, trouble, front straightaway, Todd Owen, and it looked like the 82 of Christopher tagging the
They are
outside
locked
wall.
together.
I think a lot of the built-up frustration was it was coming down to, hey, we could actually fight for a championship here. I think that's where the championship mindset kind of started forming. What we did not need to happen was wreck. We could not have a DNF. We didn't have to clip it. Like, it wasn't junk. We had to replace, X amount of thousands of dollars worth of parts and piece it back together. Clock resets at midnight. We got another race on Friday night of the next week, so let's do what we can to make it a chance for us to win.
Off turn number 4, 3 wins. Michael Christopher Jr. takes down the win.
Honestly, this was like the first year that I had a championship mindset. Whatever you want to call what that is and how you change your perspective on racing, my only focus was beating the 85, finish up front.
Moeller gets his second victory of the season. Christopher was a bit off. He wasn't even in the top 5, I think, by the checkered flag. Moeller has a 32-point lead.
Tuesday, when we were going through nut and bolts and everything, it's actually right above me, the Panhard bolt right here was snapped in half. Now, that hurt us. I don't know what happened, but a light switch just went off and we're going backwards, and I can't even hold on to it. So mindset going into the last race was our only job here tonight is to go win.
Michael Christopher Jr. will win the final event for the SK Modifieds.
It's bittersweet, right? You love to win races, but you come up short in the big picture. Oh well.
Looking back on it, that got us our 4th win, so we had the most in the division. But man, I really wanted that. All of us did, and we had a great race car. But all year, great year. Tied my own personal wins, right, at 4. Competed for a championship. Ups and downs with the engine package. Beginning of the year was bad, and then really good, and then good. Multiple podiums and wins, so that was pretty good. It was okay. Gotta thank my dad first and foremost, not only for the engine program, but he puts a lot of time and effort into this race car, and as does the crew. Most of them show up 2 nights, sometimes 3 nights a week. Tons of sponsors, Eastport Feeds, Moore and Douglas, Jim from New England Turf, Bruce Fedorowicz, Mohawk, Northeast, Al Hankey, Moroso, VP Racing Fuel, PT Watts, Sign Pro, Pete Rapocchio, Sean Waddell Communications, QA1, Asians Garage, Camo Motorsports, Glenn Sullivan, Sterling Security, CWPM, Eagle Fence and Guardrail, Connecticut Trailers, HMS, Leaf Racewear, FK Rod Ends, Fergola, Bergenis, the Drive Shaft Shop down south. Joe Pelham helps us out there. Fenceline Films, Tom the Modified Guy. I feel like we're going to have the same great race car, hopefully an even better engine package that we had last year. So with that in mind, if we won 4 last year, I want to win 6 this year.